Hey. Yeah. Yo, what the hell is that? Oh, you really hired an Ant-Man, huh? You really hired an Ant-Man with that shit, bro. Like, what the fuck?
Don't hit your head on the rim, bro. That's all I got to say.
I did that because I knew you were going to ask me that. So
no, you did that because you hired an Ant-Man. Stop. No, don't blame this on me.
Don't hit your head on the rim. That's all about.
Man, what did say? Memphis in March. That's what the name of this episode. That's what March got y'all acting, just doing waves.
Mm-hmm.
It's a lot popping in the city, man, for this month, man. Just stay tuned.
Yeah, it's almost spring and summertime. You know how folks get. You know,
yeah,
they get warm outside. Folks are acting a little different. So it's March. You know, it's time.
Yep.
Man, the good, the bad, the ugly. Shout out to my alma mater for looking like idiots out here, but you know that's neither here and there. The city hot.
Unfortunately, you have to expect stuff from PWIs like that. I hate to get into that whole discussion, but this is Oh,
hey, shout out to Sharky. Shout out to the captain, man. Shout out to the cap, man. What up? Shout out to the real naysayers out here, bro. For real, bro. Doing your thing. Yeah. Shout out to everybody that's training to go Super Saiyan out here and level up their lives in every aspect.
See, I'm gonna tell you what Sharky just did. Sharky just said that he's gonna come on the podcast at some point throughout this month. Since it's his birthday month, I just think that's naturally right.
No, because
it's only natural if he graces with his presence. I mean, he's been doing
y'all don't understand. For people that be like, "Ooh, I'm gonna celebrate my birthday all month." Do y'all understand what they doing? It's all fake working throughout the entire month. So he's not gonna be doing shit.
That's crazy. Fake work.
I'm gonna celebrate my birthday all month. Yeah, that's how they be, bro. Like, what you gonna be doing, man? Pull up.
That's funny.
Oh no! Without further ado, man, let's get it, fellas.
Welcome to Let's Be Real Sports Podcast, presented by Let's Be Real Media. Watch us live on YouTube and Twitter, and follow us on TikTok and Instagram at LBR_media. Also, subscribe to us on any podcast platform.
What's going on? BLJ here, the best hype man in the NBA. Man, I'm here with Let's Be Real. Tune in. Hello.
Let's be real.
Yeah. Back at it again with another episode of Let's Be Real on the Let's Be Real Media Podcast Network. I am your host, Tev Shakir, with my guys. Trev, what's going on, man?
Man, what's up, everybody, man? It's lovely in the city right now. It's about to be springtime, starting to warm up. There's a lot of stuff popping off in the city too. But what's up, everybody?
And of course, down below, but he hired an Ant-Man. Apparently, we got my guy Lito. What's going on, Lito?
Yeah, no, for sure, hired an Ant-Man. Now he could probably jump higher than I am right now, but that block he had this past week against the Pacers. I think bro's still jumping. I think he's still.
He's still in there.
When you be at basketball games and someone's jumping like that, and you hear somebody just randomly watch your head. That's me making sure you don't.
That's
get your head
crazy,
on the
bro.
rim.
Hey, shout out to Ant-Man, bro. I actually won money from that game and him going stupid on the Pacers, which of course was expected. So ka-ching. But again, man, speaking of us, man, shout out to the whole squad. Shout out to the gang. Shout out to again, Let's Be Real Media. We got our whole gang of networks, whole gang of podcasts out here. Shout out to 3 the Hardaway. Apparently we recording on Tuesdays now, which works better for me because I can go get drunk on Sundays now. Shout out to the Lord.
Wait, what?
Yeah, bro, I got my Sundays back now.
You saw how you just slid all that in there.
When was the last time y'all went to a good brunch? I ain't been able to go because the good brunches happen on the time we record. So there's like putting work over pleasure, but that's what I do, bro. That's what I'm here for. Shout out to Game. Shout out to Game, bro. That's what I'm here for.
I can get drunk now on Saturday. Shout out to the Lord.
No, he's on Sunday.
On Sundays.
On Sundays.
Sundays.
Hey, is our liquor stores open out there in Arizona?
Liquor stores, clubs, bars, man, anything.
Okay, all right.
The vibes.
We ain't. This ain't this. What they call it, the Bible Belt. Yeah, I ain't believe that was a real thing until I moved.
Oh yeah, it's real. Trust me.
Again, shout out to the Jeans Report. Shout out to Jeans out here doing this thing. LBR Gaming at Simply Trevor on PlayStation. Need to come to Xbox. Of course, Ryan Harris with the Jump Pass podcast. Man, make sure you check out the game. Make sure you keep on rocking with us because we ain't gonna do nothing but keep going up. All right, let's go into our first topic, man. Of course, we cannot continue this podcast without giving flowers out. You know, whether you went to middle school, elementary school, whatever, high school, you had two options. You either gonna go outside and hoop because we actually went outside when we were growing up, or you gonna go and watch Toonami on Cartoon Network. More than likely, it was a show that had Akira Toriyama managing, which was Dragon Ball for some, Dragon Ball Z for others, Dragon Ball GT, which we ain't got to talk about that, and of course now Dragon Ball Super. But of course Dragon Ball Super. But of course we cannot continue this episode without giving our flowers to Akira Toriyama. So fellas, real quick, man, just thoughts and praises to the guy who was a huge part of our childhood. Yeah,
you can't like. I was thinking about when he, the day that he passed, and I was just sitting there like, bro, like what a time pass that was, bro. Like the Dragon Ball Z era was like when I was in middle school. So that's around the Jabot time. That's around the Air Force One time. That's around the like retro Jordans. Like
pure nastiness.
Yeah,
pure nasty. Like, the Jeezy shirts.
Right, like can't wait to bang. And to think about, there was a time and era in which we were passing around Dragon Ball Z pictures in class. Like think about that, bro. Like
passing out,
trading.
Trading. You were going to the school library, you were printing them joints out, and Lord, don't have a color printer.
What? I was drawing them. I literally was making a bag. Drawing them. I was like, yeah, hey.
Put them joints like good old. Hey, put them in a good sheet protector.
Man. Sheet protector.
And be solid with it.
I'm telling you.
Because if you think about it, like that's the equivalent to that would have been the era in which people were trading baseball cards, basketball cards. Yeah. Like that's our equivalency to that, bro. So like,
wow,
rest in peace to a legend, brother. Like,
yes, 100%.
I can't wait to tell the kids about that one. That was a time pass for sure.
Man, that was great. And to Tuke's point, where you mentioned earlier, if you was a real one, you did both. You came home from school, you watched Toonami, then you went outside and hoop.
Then you went outside and hoop. Yes, sir.
Wow, that was the vibe.
Yeah. So, man, this Akira Toriyama, man, probably is solely responsible for not only shaping our childhood, pretty much an entire generation of people. Like, I'm guaranteed that he's responsible for why anime is quote unquote cool in today's age. I guarantee you, if you watch any anime in some shape or form, you've heard of Dragon Ball or you've heard of Dragon Ball Z, because it just you couldn't stop talking about it at the time that it was going on with Toonami. So man, flowers indeed goes to Akira Toriyama. Shout out to his family, things of that nature. Condolences to his family, excuse me. But yeah, we lost a real one here.
We did. Who's your favorite character? Dragon Ball Z character. Mine was Trunks / Vegeta.
Oh, mine was Vegeta from the get-go. It was and then just to see his character develop from when he first arrived on Earth till now, it's one hell of a story. He went from a pure savage who didn't care nothing about anything except fighting and destroying planets to pretty much being a family man and a girl dad of two. So he don't play by his family. So hey,
he's a good man.
Yeah, echo exactly what Trevor just said, bro. Like the flexibility and the way that his character was able to change throughout the series and throughout the show. That's the part that I love so much about him. So I agree with Trevor on that one.
Yeah. So of course we gotta ask the question. Trevor, help me out with this one.
All right. So of course this found a way to get to Stephen A. Smith, to which he was kind of mentioning the whole thing. So I'll go ahead and share my screen. Vegeta fans, please calm down because it does get a little offensive because he mispronounced his name. But I'm just gonna share it and then I'm just gonna play. So just give me a second. I hope this actually works. So we're gonna just bear with me here.
At EBSC93 writes, who you taking in a 1 versus 1? Goku or Vegeta from Dragon Ball?
Nigga, what?
Condolences. I saw the news.
Condolences. Condolences on how you messed his name up.
The creator of Dragon Ball and Dragon Ball Z.
100.
Some of the most influential and best-selling Japanese comics of all time. That is the person that has died at the age of 68. Akira Toriyama suffered an acute subdural hematoma, a type of bleeding near the brain, they say. This is what word came out from his studio this Friday. So my condolences out to him and the best wishes to his family and loved ones. Obviously, hope God blesses his soul and he's up in a higher place. In terms of who I'm taking, Goku or Vegeta from Dragon Ball.
Shit, he said it again.
I have no idea why.
He doubled down.
I'm not going to pretend to have any idea why. I'm just going to tell you, I'm going with Goku. I guess I like his name better than Vegeta.
No, you can pronounce his name. That's what it is. You can actually pronounce his name. Hey, Stephen A., how you pronounce all them hard words, but you can't go and actually pronounce it? You got a research team right here. Like, you pronounce everything else, apparently, I'm going to assume correctly, but you can't get Vegeta right.
I'm appalled. I'm appalled as a Vegeta fan. Very, very, very appalled.
And I'm a host named Tab Shakir, but who's the best? Who would y'all say is the best? Who y'all got in the fight? Of course, I got Vegeta. The words actually came out of Toriyama's mouth. He said Vegeta was the best, but everybody messed with Goku more, so that's why he turned him up. But Vegeta was a strategist, how to think. He could go Super Saiyan 3, but that draws the body out and it'll take all the energy out. So why would he want to do that? Again, he's a strategist. Think about it.
Man, look. I'm probably gonna catch flack from my friends for this because they know I'm a big Vegeta fan as well. It's Vegeta. They've had a one-on-one on 2 occasions, and Vegeta has won both of them. So I don't want to hear anything else. Yes, the first fight, which is iconic, Goku was pretty much laid out, pretty much couldn't move. He was paralyzed from the waist down. So you can't tell me anything else. It took everyone else jumping in just to help him out. And then the second fight, which was pretty decent as well, everyone want to make the excuse of saying Goku was holding back. I'm like, bro, this is your biggest rival. Why are you holding back?
Why holding back?
Yeah. So yeah, Vegeta is 2-0, actually 3-0 now that I think about it, because at the end of the most recent Dragon Ball Super movie, Vegeta got the best of Goku. So I don't want to hear it. It's Vegeta, hands down. No disrespect to Goku. He's great in his own right, but it's Vegeta.
Yeah, mine is Vegeta too, but somebody needs to address Stephen A. Somebody needs to tell Stephen A, like, hey, bro, like, you can't comment on everything. Like, you do a damn good job. You know, you own first take.
Show my name, please. Show my name for this.
You got your podcast. Like, bro, it's okay. It's okay to not have to weigh on and talk about everything, bro. Like, just don't come. Vegeta, bro.
Vegetable.
He said that 3 times. You know what?
I think people do that just to troll him, just to see if he would talk about it. But
see, that's on his team too, because his team should have they would have pulled that tweet before, and so they would have said, hey, I don't mind. Would you mind talking about this? What's your knowledge level on this? And if at any point he says Vegeta, I'm pulling, like, we're not talking about this tweet. Like, that's pretty.
It's not even that. It's not that, Lito, because you can mess up once. But everybody on First Take got the little thing in their ear, right?
Mm-hmm.
And they supposed to use it.
Earpiece. That's what I'm saying.
Vegeta, Stephen A. Vegeta.
Exactly.
You gonna keep saying it until he get that shit right? Like, come on, man.
Mm-hmm.
That was a full team letdown. But you know, we nerds.
It
whatever.
Was. Yeah,
we nerds.
I have another set of flowers to give out.
What's
man.
up, man?
It just came to me. Big shout out to my alma mater, the University of Tennessee of Martin. They clinched their first regular season title in the Ohio Valley Conference. I believe it was like a week or so ago. First conference title in 15 years for them. Hopefully they have a run in the OVC tournament and find a way to get themselves in the NCAAs. And who knows, they may upset somebody. So big shout out to the Skyhawks of UT Martin for clinching the regular season title.
Nice. I got another one in word of self-conceiting and, you know, cockiness and with a cage, by the way. No, real talk. So I definitely want to salute Ray King, Ray and his wife, Ray and Heather King. Ray King was a former baseball player who played in the World Series with the Cardinals. Unfortunately, he did not win. But I had an honor to DJ their wedding yesterday. So that being said, that's the first time I've DJ'd a couples of, you know, former athlete, you know, celebrity, whatever. So, you know, I'm out here working, man. So shoot, shout out to God. Shout out to God.
When we come out there for the All-Star game in 2027, I just want you I just want you to headline something real big, bro. We're gonna turn you up. So keep
working. Bro, I got goals, man. I got goals, man. I got goals.
Big shout out to my guy. Big shout out to my guy Project. Oh, he's also a March person. So shout out to him and Cap.
March. All right, well, I ain't gonna say nothing too bad about March, man. Speaking of March, it is a lot of March madness going on. But before we get there, of course, we got to get through our Tiger season. Y'all came here about sports, and then here we are now. So let me see, Lito, you want to head it with the Tiger talk? Y'all know me. I'm gonna just sit back and let y'all do y'all thing, and let y'all talk on how the Tigers can either win or lose
against FAU.
Against FAU, yes, sir.
Yeah, bro. Like it's like Future said, bro. We're balling like it's March Madness, and so it's Memphis in March Madness. So Memphis in March rather. So yeah, Memphis versus FAU, literally in 30-something minutes. So you know we're gonna hop off right before the game starts, but it's one to understand why people or why we are such big sports fans, right? Like games like this where you can get up, you can get ready, like you cheering on your alma mater for a chance to go to the NCAA tournament is huge. So yeah, Memphis versus FAU is at 11 o'clock. Shout out to the Memphis fans. Like this is my your board. Like sometimes when we talk about the your board segment, it doesn't always have to be negative, but it's in this case like Memphis is bored because everybody or all the Memphis fans changed their Twitter or X profile picture to a picture of David Jones, which is hilarious.
I did. It was hilarious.
Yeah, so that's my your board for the week. So now that was super live. But yeah,
where'd it come from? Where'd it come from?
That was a press conference after the FAU game, right?
Press conference, was it FAU game or the game last Sunday?
I think it was the FAU. I think it was the FAU game.
Oh, okay. It may have been. I don't even know. I just saw everybody else doing it, so I just jumped on the train. But yeah, so Memphis had a pretty interesting game last week, where they were down by 20 and ended up winning by 20 in a very random game. So they got FAU today, like I said, at 11. This game is going to be huge in terms of the implications for them to make the tournament. So who y'all got winning? And then I'll go last.
Oh man, I did my reverse psychology for the first matchup and it worked because I wanted Memphis to win, and I was like they probably was gonna fold, and it ended up paying off. And they came out and responded pretty well. They got a nice little streak going. I think now this team realizes the implications that this game has on their postseason chances. If anything, I know Penny knows how to get a team ready to play a road game, especially a big road game that they have to win. I'm going to roll with the Tigers. I think it will be close. It will be close. It will be highly contested. But I think the Tigers pull away with the W late and further get their stamp a little bit closer to the NCAA tournament. So give me the Tigers. If I can put a score on it, I think it'll be in the 80s. So give me 85, 81 Tigers.
I like that. I think you talk like hammer on the head when you talk about the sense of urgency that the Tigers need to play with, especially when you're talking about a team literally, and I keep bringing it up on every pod, but again, I was happy to see a top 10 Tigers team. So now going from those graces to now, you got a question on whether or not you're going to be in the actual NCAA tournament. It's kind of like a disappointment if you don't get there. Like if this Tiger team is going to be in not in tournament, I'm going to be upset with that. And I know we still got the championships to go through and everything, but still, this is one of those games where you have to win in order for your name to be bigger than what it is. You know, you got some teams that get big wins later in the season, so their name's going to be bigger in recency, microwave society. This is a dub that we're going to need to get that. So I got to roll with the Tigers on the court, but off the court, y'all can go to hell. So.
We know why.
That's funny. Sure. I really want to do what you mentioned, which is pick against Memphis this time, because the last time we did it, they ended up winning. But I'm gonna stand 10 toes down on this one, just for the simple fact that like the vibe of the team is better. Like the play on the court outside of their first half they had last Saturday has been better, and so from that standpoint, and also realizing that. As of late, Penny has done really well in the month of March, right? Like you go outside of the ugly game against FAU last year, which is why this is a rivalry of some sorts. But Penny has done really well in the month of March, right? Like a couple of years ago, won NIT. He got bounced in the first round. They got bounced in the first round against Gonzaga a couple of years ago, but that's a game they technically should have won.
That was the second round game, actually.
It was the second round game?
Yeah,
it was the first round. Okay, maybe.
No, and then I remember Memphis having St. Louis in their first round game, which they won. I don't know. I'm fact checking.
It may be. And then last year they beat Boise State, and then like I said, they had this game come down to the wire against FAU last year, right? And so I think his coaching has been better as of late. The rotations, which we've talked about numerous of times on this podcast, he's cut those rotations down for the most part. And so when he does that, when he rolls his best 7 guys, 8 guys out there, like they do really, really well. And so I still think that at the end of the day, regardless, even though Memphis is only, if they win this game, actually they need to win this game for the simple fact that it makes their road that much easier for in the AAC tournament, which they still technically need to win to make sure that they're in the tournament. I think this team has got it. If he just puts his best 7 or 8 guys out there, it's the best 7 or 8, in my opinion, at least top 10, 15 in the country, which is what I said, a couple months ago. It's just when he starts to expand that lineup and puts, no offense, he starts to put Ashton Hardaway out there. He starts to put guys that just like shouldn't, that you like Penny, like, why is this person in the game, right? So at the end of the day, when they can just go David Jones, Naquan Tomlin is getting the ball a whole lot more, and then when Quinley can truly run point, I think that's the best 3 lineup that you'll probably see across the country. So knowing that that's what worked for them last week, and I think they will do that this week and today. Hopefully they can still play some form of defense, but I think Memphis will win today. I hope they'll win today. How you doing?
Yeah, and just for confirmation, Cap confirmed it. So we actually beat Boise State in the first round.
Gotcha. Okay.
That year before losing to Gonzaga. So.
Gotcha. Check. Appreciate it.
Yeah. Anything else on the Tigers for we?
Yeah. I need to put some bets.
I'm thinking about taking that plus 6.5.
That plus 6.5?
Yeah.
Hey, bro, I saw this one dude was at 7.5, and I was like, yeah, I'm gonna take that because I ain't no cap. My hit this week has been crazy, and I want to take this so bad. But what I've learned, and it's again a commandment on this podcast, when somebody shows you who they are, believe them. Every time that I bet on the Tigers in some form or fashion, they've lost. So I'm not even touching it.
It's always your favorite team.
Always your favorite team every time. I'm not touching it.
That's my commandment for betting. Do not bet on your favorite team because every time you bet on them, they disappoint you every single time.
Yep. You actually got a point, Slick.
I'm telling you.
All right, man. Let's head to the gridiron, man. Let me find this. Yeah, man. So I believe Lito, you wanted to play a game with us, with football, as far as like players.
Yes, as NFL free agency is at this point has started, even though it technically doesn't start until Monday. Agree, totally agree with you, Ron. Appreciate that from an OG. So to talk about the NFL, like I said, free agency starts on Monday. So Russell Wilson is in the news. There have been a slew of safeties that's available that's been cut from some teams. Justin Simmons, Jordan Poyer, Kevin Byard, Christian Wilkins is out there. So what we want to do in this game is from those players that are trade eligible, that are franchise tagged, or that are flat out free agents, who are some players that you want to see on a particular team? It doesn't have to be your team. It can be any team that's out there. It can be any player that's eligible for to be moved to other team. So I'll go first. Let me go first. Sheedy's not on, and so what I think the Cowboys need a defensive tackle. What their issue over the past 2 years, from what I've seen, they can't run the ball and they can't stop the run. And if you can't do that, you ain't beating nobody. So Christian Wilkins is a name that I just mentioned that I think is a good idea for them to go get. Had a really good career had a really good season last year. I think he had his career high in sacks, which is something that they need. They need somebody that can be on the opposite side of D-Law. They can help out Michael Parsons when he maybe doesn't need to rush and stuff like that. They need another lineman that can stop the run, that can get after the passer. So mine is going to be Christian Wilkins for the Cowboys. And now granted, I don't know how they do that because he's going to command some money. He's probably one of the best available free agents that's out there. And knowing that the Cowboys got to pay Dak Prescott in some form or fashion, and knowing his cap hit for the next season, I'm not sure how they do that, but I think they should definitely look at that one.
Okay. I'll go next, and I'll stick with my own team, the Pittsburgh Steelers. I feel that the time for Deontay Johnson as a Pittsburgh Steeler should come to an end. I call him occasional hands Johnson because he drops the ball entirely too much sometimes for me on occasion. And the great Herm Edwards once said, "You can't have champagne taste with beer money." And I think Deontay Johnson is getting paid like a number one receiver, but he hasn't played like a number one receiver at all. And I just think at this point now, I don't think he's come out and said that he wants to be traded, but everything seems to be pointing to him potentially wanting to be moved. And if I'm Pittsburgh at this point, I just say just go ahead and do it. You already have George Pickens. You're looking at the guy from Washington, the wide receiver from Washington, as a potential wide receiver to take in the draft, because Pittsburgh, for some reason, just has a infatuation of drafting wide receivers and end up hitting on wide receivers for that matter. So if that's what you're going to do, as far as the wide receiver position and building their core, just see what you can get for Deontay Johnson. Maybe you can use that money to maybe go get a veteran corner, take one in the draft, or get an inside linebacker, because we haven't had a great inside linebacker since Ryan Shazier. So the possibilities are endless for what Pittsburgh can do, but I think the time with Deontay Johnson as a Pittsburgh Steelers should come to an end.
Yeah, I agree with you, just because he, like, to be fair, Deontay Johnson is a really good route runner. Like, yeah, probably extremely underrated in terms of like his ability to like run routes, create deception for the DB. But like, he just has too many drops for me, bro. Like, it's frustrating. Like, because I'm not sure if he had that problem in college, if I'm not mistaken. I'm not even sure like that was an issue or a knock on him. But like, since he's been in the league, like he just has these drops where like, bro, how did you drop that? But then we'll make the most difficult catch, right? And so where you saw him be like extremely like emotional, he's complained about targets, but then he'll also like not block and come up with a reason to like, oh, no, this is why I did this. Like, I just want somebody to be a leader, right? And to your point, I'm not going to pay you. I don't want to pay you that amount of money, and you pout, and you have drops, and you're not a leader. If I like what the Steelers are doing, and so I wouldn't pay him either. So I think that's a good one.
Yeah.
And real quick, while we're on the Steelers, how y'all feel about this Russell Wilson news?
It's a decoy. It's a decoy. We driving the price down for Justin Fields because Chicago playing right now. So
damn, see, I ain't even put two and two together. Damn.
Because you really think that's what's going on? There's because here's the thing, there's literally no one else at this point that's attached to Justin Fields. We're hearing that there's not a market for him. The Steelers are the only team that's really doing something in that regard. Atlanta is infatuated on Kirk Cousins. It looks like they're going to sign Kirk Cousins. Not sure where Russell Wilson is going to eventually end up, but I think them hosting Russell Wilson was kind of a way to kind of drive the price down to see what's up with Justin Fields, because I think Chicago is asking for like a first or second or something like that, and nobody's really budging. And then Pittsburgh doing all this for Russell Wilson, and then talking about Kenny Pickett is the starter and things of that nature. It's to drive the price down because Pittsburgh is the only team right now that's really serious about Justin Fields.
Yeah, I would, to answer your question too, I would prefer Justin Fields because the Steelers need to get quarterback right for the long term. And so just because even going back to Ben is Hall of Famer. I love Ben, but even like his last 2 years, if you count his last 2 years and essentially the years after that, so the last 4 or 5 years, the Steelers have not been able to get quarterback right. And so to answer your question, but without answering your question, I don't care who it is. Just get it right, bro. Like, I'm so tired of like barely making it into the playoffs, and I'm tired of like getting blasted by 30 points every time we get into the playoffs, which is why we have this move like, yeah, I mean, cool, we in the playoffs, but now we're about to get beat by 30. It's happened 6 of the last 7 years. And so getting a quarterback and getting it right, at least I would feel more comfortable about my team, right? So I don't care if it's Russell Wilson, Justin Fields. I don't care if it's me playing quarterback. Get it right. It's what essentially all I want.
Right.
Now, you a quarterback that ain't going to get shit right. Russell Wilson would be a New York Giant.
I'm going to need you to have a little bit more faith in me than that. Like that.
I love you, brother. I love you, brother. But you got to remember, you're also somebody's father, bro. Somebody's husband. Like, the world needs you right now, bro. Like
that's going to motivate them, though.
The family
I know it's a different sport. You see how Jalen Green playing right now?
Yeah, he definitely got a different motivation going right now. We ain't finna talk about nobody like that, but man, he finna be on a different motivation like a motherfucker.
Yeah.
Oh man, in the spirit of the question, I guess I'll go ahead and answer as well. I think if I like to see a player on another team, it hurts to say, but of course I got to talk about my own Brian Burns. What the hell we doing with Brian Burns? Skylar won't let the chat.
Neither will I.
Hey, shout out Sheedy. Shout out Sheedy, man. Shout out to Sheedy. Shout out to Sheedy.
That was a definite Super Bowl year, but go ahead too. Brian Burns.
It's all love. Shout out to Sheedy, man. Pull up too.
Yeah, what up,
Sheedy? So mine's Brian Burns. Like hearing even last year how we could have got 2 firsts for him, to now them trying to devalue him, and Brian Burns, I'm not sure if he's worth $30 million, but I know he's worth around 25 to 26 that he's asking for. But, you got other teams out here devaluing this market as well. So I'm like, it looks like we're a team that's literally trying to go all in on Bryce Young. Bro, go get your bag somewhere else. Go help a team win a Super Bowl because we ain't going to win no time soon. And you deserve to be in the conversation of top 5 defensive ends in the league. But, seeing last year how he played on a 1-year deal, I didn't see that excitement, from a Brian Burns that I normally see. You can tell that, hey, I'm finna go do my thing, which he did. But I feel like he could have done better. I feel like our whole team could have done better. But if you are on a 1-year contract, we've seen it all where players don't give their all. And now you want to franchise tag them and say, hey, if you can go find a bag somewhere else, we either going to match it or we going to let you go. I think it's time to go ahead and just go all in on offense right now and suffer on defense just a little bit. But if I was Brian Burns, if I was Carolina Panthers, I get what I can for him and just let him be on his merry way. And I'm trying to think of a team that's Super Bowl contention that he can help. The only team I can think of probably be the Ravens or something like that.
What is this? because I haven't watched a lot of Carolina Panthers football, and that's for obvious reasons.
I haven't either.
What is his specialty as far as a defensive end? Because if it's stopping the run, I'll make a call to Dallas, to Skyler's point, because Dallas needs someone on the defensive line.
He would be perfect for Dallas. Perfect for Dallas. He's a speed run, and like you got somebody opposite of him. Like that's all he needed, some help. The last time he had some help was his son. I think his son Gregory. I can say Hassan Whiteside. What's his name? Hassan Reddick. Excuse me, y'all. Hassan Reddick. Oh, yeah. That was the last time he had some help, and he had his best season. So if he gets some help, and he gonna be playing next to everybody else on their defense.
Yeah, I think Dallas would be a good situation for him. I wish I knew exactly what he does well, but if it's stopping the run, to Skyler's point, that I'm on the phone with Dallas to see what I can get for him.
Stopping the run, hitting the quarterback. He's a top 5 end, so in my opinion. Well, I guess left outside linebacker, but they use him 3-4.
Yeah.
Two things for me on this end, because I feel like Brian Burns is a really good player. So my question to you two, and then I have something against the Panthers and really other teams after that. But what's the reason for not wanting to pay him?
Because it's gonna put us in cap space situations. He wants $30 million. We don't feel like he's worth more than what he's asking for, especially when we gotta get Bryce some help. Like literally, we signed Dave Canales. Everything that we're doing right now is to not make us look stupid as hell for not having another first round pick for getting Bryce Young. So everything for this season that we're gonna see coming up this summer, Bryce this. So Brian Burns, if you tried the $30 million, we would have had the $30 million on offense.
Which leads me to my next question, and this isn't for anybody on this podcast, but it's more so for general management, and maybe this is something that I need to understand. But why not trade him when he had more trade value in the season? I think that's the thing that I've been realizing is, and that's why, like, you see this case of Justin Fields, you see this case of Brian Burns, you see these cases of like players or teams holding on to the player when they could have just traded them in the offseason or during the season when there's more value. But when you tell me when I'm another team and I know you have to trade them, now I'm not going to give you what you're asking me for because I know you don't want him. So in the case of Justin Fields, we talked about earlier, and we talked about Brian Burns here. Yes, I probably could have needed somebody like him during the season. So yeah, I'll give you I give you a first and a second, or I'll give you a second and a third, whatever the case may be. Exactly, Sheedy. Why wait till March? Why wait till April for you to tell me, okay, I'm gonna tag him, but I want this for this player? So L'Jarius Sneed, okay, that's a case where I'm like, if I'm the Chiefs, I'm not trading you in the middle of the season. I'll take my chances and trade you in the offseason. But again, Justin Fields, if you're Chicago, you know you didn't need him. You know you didn't want him. And I granted, like hindsight is 2020, right? And so you don't know in the middle of the season you're going to end up with the first overall pick, but you know you're not going to finish with anything less than the 5th. So then trade them then. But because I know you want to trade Justin Fields, because I know you want to trade Brian Burns, I'm not giving you 2 first-round picks. So do better for your team, but also for the player, and trading them when the value is high.
Right now, I'm just in agreement that I'm supporting a poverty team, and we're here now. You know, we're here.
I'm low-key praying for you. I'm low-key praying for you.
Yeah, we both are. We both are. And she was
I appreciate this, bro. When he got no money, he go to another. Hey, Will Anderson and Brian Burns do crazy on the Texans. Crazy. They got the money too. I'm just saying.
That line would be nasty.
Crazy. Crazy, bro. All right, man. But y'all got anybody else? Y'all got any other players?
No.
Where else see my guy Cuzzo going to? Where Cuzzo going to?
Oh, Atlanta. He's going to Atlanta. He'll be a Falcon.
So now I got to see him twice a year. God damn it, karma.
My thing, I feel like there's going to be a ripple effect with Kirk Cousins going to Atlanta, which I think that's where he's going to go. But again, there's this story that Scott talked about but has not gotten talked about lately, which is Justin Jefferson. Because Justin Jefferson has said multiple times that if you, Minnesota, don't know if I don't feel comfortable with where we are at quarterback, I'm not getting an extension. So where Minnesota's like, yeah, I'm willing to move on from Kirk Cousins. And if I'm Justin Jefferson, I'm already asking for a trade right now. Because you're clearly not trying to give me any help.
Oh yeah,
so
100%.
So I think he's going. I think he's going to the Falcons, but I'm not sure what the heck Minnesota about to do. They about to lose Cousins and probably Jefferson.
I ain't gonna lie, man. I'd rather spend that $30 million on Jettas than Brian Burns. I'm just saying. But, that's too much for either or. That's too much for either or. Yeah, I'm just saying. All right, but speaking of which, man, time for our LBR P.o.Ps.
Let's go, man. Let's go.
Our players, our LBR players of the pod for the association, man. Of course, I got one. I'm in the spirit of just doing right by others, right? Last week, I gave honor to Jaren Jackson after I got on his ass on Twitter. Apparently, he read my tweets. Shout out to Jaren Jackson. He's been balling, dog. This one, I gotta give credit, man. Savage, you in the comments. I hope you read. You said this man was gonna average 20 points a game coming to the season, and for the last 2 weeks, this guy's averaged 25 points, y'all. I want to make a round of applause for Jordan Poole, ladies and gentlemen. The Poole is not back over because he's doing it on the bench, bro. He's doing it on the bench. So, let's just start a slow hand clap because, but at the same time, we're going to respect 25 points a game. I guess that's his role, which is what I've been telling y'all for the longest, is to have this nigga come off the bench. But, definitely want to give credit to where outside of last night, he's been averaging 25 points a game since last Sunday. So, of course, the pool party been open. It's been a lot of fun the last couple of weeks. We're gonna see how long it lasts.
Okay. Yeah, no, I think that's a good one because on this podcast, like we gonna hold people accountable. When you terrible or let's keep it a buck. If you ask, we gonna tell you about it. But when you're playing great, we on this podcast will apologize to what you just said. We'll apologize and give you your flowers. We'll make you LBR.
I ain't apologizing for shit. Whoa.
No, he's standing 10 toes down.
Whoa. I ain't apologizing for a damn thing. People told me he was gonna be an all-star. He was gonna average 25 every night. He was gonna do crazy numbers. I'm just 25 off the bench. That's different people, so I'm gonna give credit to the numbers. But hold on now. I ain't apologizing for a damn thing.
I think that's his role, though. Like, he needs to just be that guy off the bench and just let him be himself. Like, bro can be an off-brand JR if he just buys into it.
Off-brand JR is crazy.
I wouldn't even disrespect JR. JR played defense when it was time to, at least.
Did he?
That's why I say off-brand.
He did? No. We're not going to disrespect JR, bro. We're not going to disrespect JR.
It's not
yes, he did.
Yes, he did. Is it?
No. I'm talking to Lito. You don't remember a time when J.R. Smith played defense in the championship in the finals, bro. Like he was a two-way for
that 2016 squad, bro, and for the 2020 squad. Come on now.
Come on.
I may be wrong.
You doubt it.
You got it. What you got it, man? Pool party filled with Henny instead of water. It's filled with something.
Bro. Come on, man.
Whatever.
That's crazy. I'll go next. I'll go next. Now, granted, this player his team ain't been winning, but look at the Doncic's job. Cuz balling 5 straight games,
per usual,
with 30-point triple doubles. He had 30, 12, and 16, 37, 12, and 11, 38, 11, and 10, 39, 10, and 11, 35, 11, and 11. Because that's crazy. Now, the team ain't winning. And granted, this team been getting blown out. But again, bro, when you balling, you balling. And 5 straight 30-point triple doubles is crazy. Luka Doncic, hats off to Cuz for real. He's
losing to Philly is nasty. Losing to Philly is nasty work.
Getting blasted by 50 is even nastier against the Celtics.
Yeah,
nasty. Can we get love for Kyrie? Hey man, this is a Kyrie Stan podcast, bro.
Yeah, you gotta stick around the pod, bro. Come on now.
Man, we gotta get you some other episodes, man.
Yeah, I heard a stat for Kyrie. Right. I heard a stat for Kyrie the other day. Not that was insane. Kyrie has played in 14 consecutive games. His first time doing it since I think I heard 2018. I said, bro, that's wild.
I thought you were going to say Kawhi Leonard.
No, that's crazy.
That's crazy.
That's what I thought you were going to say, but shit.
No, that's crazy. But no, 14 straight games that Kyrie has played. I think that's impressive. Since 2018, that's crazy.
That is. Well, my my P.o.P for this week, ladies and gentlemen, I come to y'all as a proud advocate for our friend Shingu, my boy Alpi. This week, 2 triple doubles he made Wemby against San Antonio, where he just made Wemby look completely lost out there.
Yeah, like little brother. He made him like little brother. For real.
Yeah, and then to follow it up with another triple double against the Clippers, a game in which, honestly and truthfully, Houston should have won 100%. But then Kawhi Leonard happened, and it just didn't go their way. But if you guys hadn't been on notice, you should be on notice for Alfred Şengün. Like, this guy is, and the thing is, he does it. It looks like he's uncoordinated and out of control, but you can't. But there's never been anyone more polished in the post as far as his footwork, as far as him knowing the right angles to take, and then he can also get the rebound and just go and just start the break for Houston. Like, so much so they named him Baby Joker, but I don't think he's there yet. But if y'all ain't on notice right now, y'all need to be on notice for Alfred Şengün. The guy Houston needs to be building around, and not Jalen Green. But yeah, that's my P.o.P for the week. Alfred Şengün, have it up. Keep doing what you're doing. Oh, just for reference, he's averaging 20. This is for the season. For the season, my man is averaging 21, 9, and 5, shooting 54% from the field. So,
yeah. I watched both of those games. To your point, I watched the game against the Spurs and the game against the Clippers, and I'm just like, bro, don't look cold at all. You used to go to the gym. You be like, bro, that might.
None of them do. None of them do. Jokic's just a big blob. And they doing work like none of them do.
Yeah, you be like, bro, that nigga can't hoop, and then you like, yeah, cuz working that. And that's exactly how Şengün looked, bro. He looked so sorry, but I'm like, bro, is that a one-legged jumper, bro, from 15 feet? Like, what, bro? He balling, so that's a good one, Trevor. Because I was gonna do him, but then Luka was hard to ignore for me.
I'm glad you went Luka, because I was like, nope, it's Alpi for me. If somebody take it, then god damn it, we gonna have to double down.
Man, if the Grizzlies can get their hands on an anorexic Jokic, boy, we gonna do some damage for the next years to come, bro. I promise. That's all we need, is just a baby version. Wishful thinking. Wishful thinking. Hey, real quick, the Samurai Nation. Who's that, Trevor? Because he brought
that's my guy Jacob, aka Prodigy Punk. He is a guy I normally run 2K with most of the time. So big shout out to him for checking out the pod. I've been trying to get him to check out the pod for the longest so he can hear some of this talk that we be talking. So hey, it is what it is.
No, he brought up a real good point, and I definitely wanted to shout him out. Hey, come get some dubs too, bro. But real quick, of course we gotta end the show the right way, but just bringing up another flat, like, I know what it's like to leave the establishment and build on your own. So for Kyrie to leave the establishment and bring out his new shoe deal, the Untas, which I definitely plan on getting a pair, definitely want to give flowers to Kyrie Irving, man. Like I told you, this is a Kyrie Irving stand podcast. As long as I'm the host, anything he do, we going to be full fan of. And again, like, just coming and doing your own thing, it's a beautiful thing to see for our people. And, it's going to continue to inspire people just like him. So salute to Kyrie Irving for sure.
Oh yeah, big shout out to Kyrie, man. Them shoes do go hard though. And speaking to my guy,
I want a real life fan too. I can't wait.
Yep.
Can't wait. All right, man. We got anything else, man? How we closing the show? What we got?
All right, I got a would you rather real quick, man.
You did say that.
All right, so hence the name, Memphis in March. It's a lot going on in the city for this month of March, man. Of course, you got the NCAA tournament coming here for the South Region first round. WWE will be here next Friday, in which The Rock is supposed to make an appearance. And then we got some stuff going on this weekend. So you're your typical Memphian. So you check your social media and you find out that Druski is coming to town for could have been.
Oh man,
I hate you because you set that up. I knew exactly where you was going to go with it. That's so crazy.
You also find out that I forget the dude's name, but oh boy, the big buff dude that went viral for dancing in the restaurants after eating food.
The gorilla dude.
Yeah, he's gonna be in the city also for this weekend. So if you're an ordinary Memphian, who you pulling up to check? Druski or oh boy? I'm sorry.
I ain't gonna lie, bro. In the spirit of bringing goofies to the motherfucking city, we gotta add that racist asshole to the city. I ain't even been to bring up his name, but that's why I'm going to shut that shit down. But in the spirit of answering this question, I can't go anywhere. If I wasn't,
I like this is positive.
But of course,
of course.
I know. No, ain't no politics, bro. It's all, I guess, entertainment, as they say. But no, I'm going Druski, bro. Like Druski, that shit gonna be funny. Should have been red because that's one of my favorite things to watch on the internet anyway. So and you in Memphis, bro. It's gonna be some.
Who you pulling up the check? That's
You say pulling up the check? Oh
yeah.
Nah.
This is way too easy. This is way too easy. I'm pulling up on the big dude. I'm pulling up on bro because at least there's entertainment with Druski. Druski, people know who Druski is. People know his skits. People know he's funny. People know that's a good guy. I don't know who dude is. This is one of those times where I wish that in college we could come together as a group and be like, all right, 15 of us, we finna roll. We finna go. We probably gonna pregame somewhere, get us a margarita somewhere, and we gonna go in there. We gonna check, dude. I just want 15 of the funniest people that I know to walk in, bro. I want them to walk up in his establishment or whatever he's having and just check his ass because what is
phone
he doing?
in hand recording the whole time. That's all.
Yeah, bro. Yeah, because who told you can come here? Who gave you permission to come here? Who okayed that? Because they get checked too.
You remember how we met, bro, through EMOC? It's through the empowerment of color. You really trying to have some empowerment of checking going on. And this is wild talk.
That's the reason
this is wild talk, bro. This is crazy.
That's exactly what I want, bro. I know I could call 10 people right now, bro. And I'm like, hey, bro, you doing something? And we could pull up and we could check, bro. That would be the entertainment. This is too easy. I knew Trevor was going to go with this because he set it up so well. I knew exactly where he was going with this, and that's my answer. We checking, dude. We don't even know dude's name. How you gonna let somebody come into your house and you don't even know their name? What's his name?
Yeah. So to my guy Pride, when we talking about
checking,
because he's not from Memphis, he's from Louisiana, so he doesn't know what we mean by checking. He think it's some other. No, we talking about literally pulling up on this person and just roasting them the best way.
We talking about grilling, bro. We talking about
grilling, bro, like straight
flame in his ass.
Yeah.
First of all, we start that jump with the "What's up, man? You here, ain't it?" That's
exactly. As soon as you hear that, it's over.
Ding ding. Round one.
As soon as you hear that, you hear ain't it? It's a wrap. It's a wrap.
Flawless victory.
Right.
Because then another nigga gonna come behind you, and then he gonna start getting something off.
Right. 37 minutes into the check-in. What's up, man? You're still here, ain't it? And we back on you again.
Shit, man, these Memphis women something different now. They gonna get on his ass. Then it's gonna be that's a whole nother self-esteem issue. Like if a Memphis shit get on your ass, damn, you feel a whole kind of stupid.
Yeah, because they coming with 2 checks, and I'm just gonna hurt right here.
Ooh, yeah. Ooh, just gonna hit.
They gonna hit you right here. So now I
talk about 60 songs to break my bones. Shit, words never hurt. No words hurt now. No words killing me, baby.
Songs that break your bones till you meet a Memphis dude. That know how to check.
Man. man. You're not funny for that. That was good, bro. But I definitely just answered. I definitely be checking the gorilla dude, man. Like you embarrassing, bro. Like where you going to Ching's? Where is he going? Y'all really need to. We need to figure that out. We need to figure that out.
I guarantee it's gonna be somewhere we ain't gonna even be able to actually pull up in because bro ain't going to A&R or none of the hood spots with MBS. I can tell you that right now.
I said A&R. Cut it off, cuz it's 11 o'clock, and I told y'all.
It's
game time. So
it's game time. Y'all funny as hell, man. Appreciate everybody for checking us out, man. That's what we're here for, man. For the laughs. You said what?
Thanks for checking us out. No pun intended.
No pun intended. See, that's what we're here for, bro. That's what we're here for. No pun intended for sure, man. Make sure y'all, no pun intended, check out the other pods. 3 the Hardaway pod again. We're going on the Tuesday. Got the club going up. Gene's report, man. Shout out to Gene's. He's still doing his thing. LBR Gaming. Trevor got the homies from the squad checking us out on the pod now. So make sure y'all check us out right there. Make sure you check out Ryan Harris. Ryan, salute to you, man. Salute to you, bro. Keep doing your thing with the Jump Pass podcast. Make sure y'all subscribe to us, man. We close to that 200 again, like right there. So if you enjoy what you listen to, we ain't finna just sit up here and beg you. But mess with us, man. Mess with us. Hit that subscribe button, man. We here.
Yeah.
But again, appreciate y'all for checking this out, man. I am Tev Shakira, aka 2 fellas. Appreciate y'all.
Y'all know me. I'm at the Art of Trevor on the Twix. You know what not to do with I'm simply Trevor, LBR everywhere else. So
y'all know me. I'm higher than Ant-Man at _Elite on Twitter.
Watch your head.
Watch your head. That's funny, man. I appreciate y'all, bro. Appreciate everybody again checking this out. See y'all next week. Peace.